All right, so hello everybody. It is April 28th and I'm 2025 and I'm so grateful that you're here. We just had a wonderful discussion that wasn't recorded, but I hope you can answer your question yourself. It's from this card deck, the Holstein's Reflection Cards, great conversational starters. And today was, how do you want to be remembered? So uh, think about that. We had a lot of great answers from being joyful, their faith, their kindness, their giving, so many wonderful things here and now, being their authentic self, at questioning. So, wonderful group of about 11 people or 10 people. It's like, whoo, I think that's the biggest turnout we've had on Zoom. So I'm really happy about that. And I do record these later, so you can watch it later on YouTube. I do spend hours afterwards typing all the details up. So please share with other people. We're going to meet next week, which is going to be May 5th. But then after that, May 12th, we'll skip a week. So just a heads up on that. But otherwise, I'll keep going. I know originally I just thought I would do this as a fun winter activity, but we have a nice following and it keeps going. So I'll keep going as long as people are here. So and interested. So I feel like feeling visible is a nice self-care um, day to take care of yourself, right? We do a little bit of everything. So let's start. I thought I'd share this question because it's a good question for people who are music lovers. This is a Justin Stone, who is the inventor of Tai Chi Cha. Um, so it says, "You have heard the sound of two hands clapping. What is the sound of one hand?" So it kind of makes you think, well, I guess clapping air, clapping the ground, right? Or it's usually deeper metaphorical questions, but
I'm sorry, I can't help but be like a high five.
yeah, the sound of a high five.
One
Yeah,
hand.
that's great. Yes. So anyway, so that's a good question to think about. Also, I do like to grab a challenge question, right? It's from a card deck called Better Than Yesterday. Ooh, this is a random one. It's a lot of words. It's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and practice this grounding technique. Write down 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you feel, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This mindfulness practice firmly grounds you in the present. That's where the magic happens. So this is going to be great. I can incorporate that in the meditation as well. It's a nice little reminder. Um, so I love meditations that add this. So this is a great one. So I'll take that up. This is a game called Better Than Yesterday. I've never played it as a game, but I just love the question, like, right, to do things that you can do. All right. So also for another reading, I thought I would read from anybody remember Sonia uh, Cochette, if I said her name right. She was with Hay House Foundation. Did anybody? I know I have some Hay House lovers I know on the Zoom call. But anyone,
Yep,
nobody?
no, heard that.
Yeah, so I have this book and I've owned it for 15 years because actually I was reading some of the after, like things in here that I wrote. I'm like, being married for 14 years was one of them. We've been married now 29. So I'm like, wow, that was 15 years ago. It talked about writing down your greatest accomplishments, but that's another topic. We can leave it for now. Um, but I thought today I like the theme of divine, because the song that I'm going to be sharing is a song that a friend wrote, and it's saying, "We're a beloved child of God" is her song name. But I feel like that's the divine, recalling the divine. So that was a nice little. So here in this book, they talk about you are the divine creator. So some of the things, before you begin to work on your heart's desire, it's important to recognize your creative successes that you've already had. So kind of going back to that first question about how you want to be remembered, right? Um, List all your greatest achievements from birth until presence as a way of acknowledgement of your creative power in action. So it was kind of fun to reminisce and looking back 15 years. Some stuff was as a kid. Um, but I just thought that was a nice little, you are a divine creator right now. Um, so anyways, something to think about. And I got to share my little postcard. I bought this in Austin, Texas at a women's bookstore off of Lamar in Austin, Texas. It's, Malala. It's which one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. You don't see too many postcards, right, of women or even Muslim women or. So I was like, I have to buy that. So anyways, it was in my book, so I wanted to share that with you. But so thinking about your divine, you are a divine creator. And so think about it. We don't have to share right now because I got the recording. We can share at the end if anything comes to your mind, what you can think about. But I know I thought about some of my accomplishments, like I got my master's in counseling psychology at age 21. So I was 2 years ahead of schedule, but then I never got my licensure. But um, putting your focus, whatever you put your focus to, we're a divine creation, and I didn't view myself as above average. I mean, I still kind of don't. I still view myself as an average person. But when I hone in and I focus, right, you got your superpowers, right? Your divine creation. When we open up our heart and become aware of this present moment, um, right, your heart's desires, you became a powerful creator. Um, so yeah, so some things to think about. And let's do some vocal warm-ups because we can move into the song that I'd like to share with you. So if you want to, grab some water and we're gonna gargle it. It's a nice way to wet your palate, to help your throat. It's kind of fun to do. And then gargle some water and make ka, ka, ka sound, which is really even more fun. Yeah, isn't that fun? It sounds like a bird, but yeah, more. If you don't spit it out. But it does feel good. Doesn't that feel great on the back of your throat? Right? It feels really nice. See, my voice even sounds better just doing that, and it makes you laugh, right? Because, you know, you make it funny sound and at the same time. So, good throat care, drinking a lot of water, especially after, when we do movement and lymphatic work. It's important when you watch these videos or that you keep hydrated. So that's good. Um, so thinking about laughter, another good vocal warm up, and it's a tongue twister. It goes, laughing is contagious and advantageous. Ha 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 ha. Has anyone heard this one before? Laughing is contagious and it's advantageous. Ha 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 ha. Laughing is contagious and it's advantageous. Ha 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 ha. Laughing is contagious and it's advantageous. Ha 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 ha. And you can get louder or goofier if you want. Laughing is contagious and it's advantageous. Ha 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 ha. And one more time, right? You go laugh. Laughing is contagious and it's advantageous. Ha 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 ha. So that's a tongue twister, and I'm very proud that I did that without goofing up the words. Sometimes those are hard, but play with that. I learned that through Heather Houston, who's my song leader mentor, going through that song leader training. And yay for people who I did my first song circle last Thursday. And I was grateful. I think 5 people showed up, or 6 of us, and I want to share a recording. That's that song that we recorded. That was my friend's song. Her name's Lynn, and it was a beautiful song that we did. So I'll share that in a second. But I'm so grateful for the people that did come, and because it takes a lot of courage to lead a whole song circle, a whole hour, especially with people and it was beautiful. We sounded amazing. So, all right, and just one more vocal warm up is just gently massaging your throat in this area. Just kind of maybe massaging around the Adam's apple there, just very gentle though. Just kind of gently helping maybe things move, maybe mucus, right? Just very gentle. It shouldn't hurt. I always want you to be comfortable, in my class. Anything hurts, don't do it. We all have, we got to listen to our bodies every minute sometimes. So listen to it. All right. So here's the suspense of the song. So, of course, now I forget it for a second. I've been singing this song all day. And let me see if I can play it. I uploaded it just now recently to YouTube, so I'll be sharing that afterwards. But man, I tell you, I do a lot of videos. Um, so here it is. It goes, I am no wait, I am a bel okay, I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Performance forgetting. Here we go. Let me play the song for you. That's but original song might not come on, so um but it's gonna help me remember. I am a beloved child of God. So sing it with me. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. And you just kind of sing that and you kind of go a little bit high. I am a beloved child of God. So I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. So kind of creeps up slowly. So we'll just do that two versions. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. So we'll descend that and do that one more time or two more times, maybe just feeling comfortable. Because after that, then we sing I am and I am. And then I am a beloved child of God, kind of descending. I think of it, that's how it sounds so beautiful, like ascending and it like ascends and then descends. So I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. So that's the third part, kind of going up, the third sentence. So I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. So one more time. I always like sets of threes. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. And then it goes, I am a beloved child of God. So it kind of descends and those are all the lyrics for it's a layered song, but we really just learned the first layer. She did some inserts of words in the recording. You'll hear it, but um, we didn't learn that part. We just know the basic part. So let's sing it all the way through a few times. And I've been playing with the song a little bit because I would love to record it if I get the grant. I'll find out May 1st if I get the grant again for next year to produce another album. And I just finished the grant as of yesterday, um, the submission for last year's grant. So I'm grateful. I feel like I can breathe a little bit better. But I would love to record it. But I thought about possibly changing the word from God to love. But let's sing it with God. But sometimes it's a trigger word for some people. So, but I thought it could be a zipper song. I don't know. We'll let Lynn decide because she's the writer. But I have ideas how to make it more universal. But let's do it a couple times with the word God, and we can play with the word love later. All right. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am, I am, I am a beloved child of God. So, and instead of the word of God, which isn't this a, the song is so contagious, it makes you'll be thinking about it all week. Uh, the next word we could, I thought about, let's do love. I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am, I am. I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am, I am, I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am a beloved child of love. I am. I am, I am a beloved child of love. And if there's another word that you think we could add the word joy. I'm a beloved child of joy. Somebody was saying that word. Let's do joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am, I am, I am a beloved child of joy. Or joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am, I am, I am a beloved child of joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am a beloved child of joy. I am. I am a beloved child of joy. That's a little bit harder, isn't it? I like love. But let's go back to the beginning of Child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am, I am, I am a beloved child of God. One more time. I am a beloved child of God. I am a beloved child of God. I am. I am, I am a beloved child of God. So my voice is getting tired after a little bit, but that was good. It's a high range. I'm usually an alto, um, but it's a beautiful song. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like you said, it's just fun to sing along, and you'll get the recording. I got Lynn's permission to share it with others. So. Wonderful. Thank you for singing along with me. You sounded great. You can feel the endorphins. Yay. Yes, singing so much helps our vagus nervous system and it releases so many good feelings. And that's why I love community singing. So I am going to have my next community singing circle May 22nd. That's the fourth Thursday at 7 o'clock. And I picked a random spot of in Bloomington, right by the Cedar Bridge. It's called the Old Bridge, Bloomington Bridge. They got a new kind of parking lot. So we're going to meet there and I'm going to try to do it hybrid from outside. It might be challenging, but I'm willing to try it if you're willing to try it as well. And if it's raining, I'll have a backup location. So if bad air quality, I can't sing in bad air quality. So, all right. So those are some fun things to think about. All right. So let's get to movement. So get comfortable if you want to sit or stand. I'm going to take another sip of water. Keep your throat hydrated. All right. So I'll have a chair just in case. There is a movement that every time, last Saturday was World Tai Chi Day, if people didn't know, or World Qigong Day. And one of the master instructors here in the Twin Cities does this movement. But the first time I learned it was like 10 years ago. My brain kind of captured a glimpse of it. It's kind of like songs. Sometimes we remember the song, but it might be slightly different. So same with the movement. So I have two versions, one that I made up and one that's actually the ones that she teaches it. I call it the rain because it kind of reminds me of rain. But you know me, I like to teach two versions of things because it's just more interesting, I think. So you can do it sitting or standing. Let me do it standing. If you're in a chair, just sit down. It looks the same. If you are standing, I recommend that you have your feet hip width apart, knees slightly soft. So not locked, locked knee, right? That's locked, that's soft, just a micro bend. Pelvis slightly tucked under because we don't want to hurt the back, with it arching it. We want to tuck it under and just feel ourselves grounded. So if you're sitting, try to be on the edge of your chair if you can. If you need back support, pelvis support, I get it. Use that to keep you upright. Having your hands to the ground, just to kind of ground us in this moment. You know, I think I realized when I led my song circle, it's like, oh, when you get excited, you can go faster. So this is our time to slow down, connect into our body. So let's take a deep breath and feeling centered. All right, so let me show you the right way of doing the form and this movement, which I asked the master instructor, where did she learn it from? She doesn't know the origins of it. So the hands gently rise up and then bringing the elbows in, and then hands go down. They open up to the side. They come together, forming like a prayer, and then hands go up, and then the hands go back down. So palm facing the earth. So we'll kind of break that down a little bit. So hands rising up, turning the elbows in, right? And then elbows going out, hands expanding, hands coming back together, forming that prayer, and hands rising up, and then hands going down like the rain. So let's do that again. Hands rising up like the rain, heavy elbows, they come in, open up, expanding, coming back in, touching prayer, gratitude, extending up, and then that cycle, the hands go down. So let's do that a few more times. So hands rising up, heavy elbows, expanding out with the elbows, hands expand too, harvesting, right, coming back, gathering, feeling that gratitude, and then hands slowly come down like rain. And again, nice breathing, a nice inhale, maybe a nice exhale. Inhale to see what feels good as we slow down our breathing, our breath into this body, into this moment, and slowly coming down. So this is also another nice way to release endorphins, calm that nervous system. Let's do it two more times. Hands rise up, hands kind of going down, expanding out, hands coming together, hands rise up, and then gently come down like the rain. And one more time. Hands rise up, heavy elbows coming down, expanding out, coming back together, hands release up and go down. So it feels like a nice one for spring, right? We get a lot of rain, a nice gathering. So this is my version when I first learned it, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it a little bit better myself, but that's my personal opinion. It's a circular round gathering. So hands circle around, hands come down, hands rise up, expand out, come back together, and rise up and circle again around. So you can see it's a little bit more circular, less, linear. So hands rising up, hands coming down. Then it bounces back up, it opens up. Hands come together, regather up. Let it release and let the cycle of life continue. So this is my little invention. Hand circle around, gather the abundance of life, letting it sink. Let it bounce up and expand out to all areas of life, expanding around the earth. Give our gratitude and release, letting it settle. Let's do that again. If you want to bend your knees a little bit, if you're feeling stiff, you can, sinking a little bit more in the knees, letting it expand, maybe extending the knees a little bit, sinking in the knees a little bit more, and then releasing the knees as the hands go up. Just a suggestion, makes it a little bit more funner, if that's a word. Hands circle around and let it sink. Knees soften, hands rise up, expand out like your lungs expanding. Come back together and release and let it settle. Let's do that again. And settle. Releasing, letting it expand. Using that divine. That's kind of what we're talking about today earlier, the divine. I feel like this is a nice divine movement. Taking all the elements of gathering from and letting it settle. Taking our gifts and sharing with others. You know, maybe it's a smile. That's all we can give. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's our time. Maybe it's all three. So keep gathering that positivity, that beautiful divine nature of yourself. You're a child of God, letting it expand, a child of love, child of joy, and then gently rise up and let it circle. I say let's do it 2 more times. I think we're really enjoying it. I am. I like the circular version more. Hands slowly coming down, hands rising up, hands coming together. Let it release and settle. See if you can maybe go a little bit slower. Or notice your breath, feel that connection with your body and breath. And let it settle. Let it bounce back, let it expand, let the divine fill you up, giving our gratitude. Let it release and slowly come down. And let the hands settle down and center. I feel like that one you could do a little bit even longer. Isn't that nice? So you can tell me afterwards which one you like better. The one I kind of spin off of it, getting ideas and inspirations. And that's what happens with a lot of songs. People get ideas and they spin off of it. Creativity, I feel like, is from the divine, right? Um, Such a divine creation. All right, so let's do another movement. Let's do something with the body, the lower torso, right? So let's do something with opposites, kind of a kick and punch. So tapping opposite arms. If you're in the chair, you can just lift up, extend the arm. So this is good for your brain health, opposites, right? So just think of your leg, kicking out the leg, think opposite arm. As you get older, that can be more challenging. And extend the arm only 70%, right? Not 100, maybe like 70, making it feel nice and relaxed. There's no need to overextend in Tai Chi. Honestly, they prefer that we don't. We want to keep our joints nice and soft and flexible so that the fascia can relax by going slow and then let the muscles soften. So let's do that maybe one more time each side, just gently tapping, and the other. All right, let's just gently press against the wall. It's stepping out to the side. One, and this is opposite. So, right, opposite hand and foot. Gently bring it in. If you're in a chair, you just lift your hip and opening it up to the side. So it's kind of like, if you're going to step out of a chair, just you would move your hip leg open and then bring it back. Good. And let's do it with two hands, opening up that hip. So in Chinese medicine, right, we call this the qua. That's from the hip all the way down to the lower above the knee. So that is to stretch. We're trying to stretch the qua area. Just gently. And I say always be careful. Listen to your body. And for people who don't know what it looks like in a chair, you just open up the leg and then, open up the leg to the side. So say if you're in the bed, like say you're exhausted, you can't even do this, try to just open up your hip in the bed. That's the intention is the hip motion. And it's also slow and smooth and continuous, and it makes it a Qigong motion because it's repetitious. All right, so good movement with the hips. I want to show you a move from Better Balance. We haven't talked about Tai Chi for Better Balance in a while. We did do one move in it last time, which was hold the ball. It might have been a month ago, but I thought we would do parting the horse's mane just so that you can kind of see that. And it's a yang style movement. Um, so gently with the parting the horse's mane, you can usually sink your weight into one side, and I'm going to mirror you. So I'm going to sink into my right side. It's my left, but it's your right. And then I would engage the hip flexors, just kind of gentle, engaging at the hips. Gently step out, foot at a slight angle. So I think you can kind of see, yeah, you can still see my foot. And we're just going to have the hand go out. Fingers are, flat, heart height. And it kind of, they say it's like parting the horse's mane because it's like the back of a little pony horse. Maybe you're brushing against the horse. And then this hand is grounding you to the earth or grounding you to the horse. Like, hey, I got you, horse. I'm gently massaging you. So it's called the parting of the horse's mane. So we just gently shift the weight. And then in this better practice, you would shift the weight, lift up the toe, bring the hand in, and bring that back foot. It's a little tricky, but don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we're gonna gently, at the same position, engage the hip flexors, step out at a slight angle, and then right palms it's forward. Your weight is probably, 80-20, or, most of your weight is in the front. We shift the weight back, pick up that toe, turn inward, and bring that ball in. So we'll do that again. I'll get further back so you can see my feet. So we always start with holding the ball on the right side, stepping out to the left first. If you forget, totally okay. So we engage the hip flexors, step out a slight angle, shift the weight, parting the horse's mane. Right bottom hand faces the earth. This is out. I pick up that toe, turn it in a little bit, bring that, hands to the side and step forward. I know it's a little tricky. You don't have to get it right away, but there's a lot of good movements. Next one, same thing. Holding out, to the side, shift the weight, pick up that toe, turn it inwards, and carry the ball. So I'm gonna go back so you can see, and yay, we got sunshine. So we're holding the ball, engage the hip flexors, stepping out, shift the weight back, pick up that foot, turn it inward a little bit, and carry that ball. Gauge the hip flexors, right, a little bit. Step out a slight angle, parting that horse's mane. Shift the weight back, turn it inward, and hold it. So ideally, you would like to do this soft, smooth, and continuous. Let's do it one more time. I'm doing it a little bit slow so it's, makes sense. So we're going to hold the ball, right? All our weight's in the right side. Gauge the hip flexors, step out with the left, part, shift the weight back, pick up that foot, hold into that ball, gauge the hip flexors, step out, slight angle, shift back, and pivot, come in. So if you're in a chair and you're doing this, and you're not able to stand, or it's hard to stand, you can just mimic you're stepping out and then just picking the foot in. Looks like I gotta go further back or turn my, but you just step out, turn the foot inward, and kind of mirror the best you can, right? Stepping out, separating, bringing that foot back in. Uh, Ideally it's for standing, but not all the time that you're able to do that. So if you just engage the hip flexors a little bit, that wind up, stepping out, bringing the foot in, holding that ball, stepping out, turn the foot inward, hold the ball. Um, just doing it slow, smooth, continuous, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Um, let's do that one more time, because now you've kind of seen it both ways. So see what feels right for you. And I'm going to mirror you. So holding the ball on the right, gauge, oh, sorry. And it's always the bottom hand that goes out. So hold the ball, engage, step out, bottom hand goes out, shift the weight, turn it inward, bring it in, engage, bottom hand goes out, parting that horse's mane, pivot, bring it in, and that bottom hand is there. Okay, that's just a brief introduction to parting the horse's mane. We're doing it in like 5-10 minutes or 5 minutes. So it's a very brief introduction. So I just want to show it to you. We can always go over it again if you love it. It's just to get a little taste. All right, so looking at the time, we got 10 minutes more, and I always like to do the lymphatic massage. So I think that's good enough for movement for today. So grab your chairs, and that's true. I also like to do a meditation. We didn't get to do that yet. So let's do a quick meditation with this card in mind. I was going to do another one, but I like this card better. So um, get comfortable in your bodies and just notice where your feet are right now. Where are they planted? What are you sitting on? What are you standing on? What are you laying on? Becoming aware of this moment. Such a precious moment, right? Oh, that's all we have right now is this moment. Beautiful reminders from the divine. So, nice way to remember the divine moment is through this question that we got, or technique, a very common technique for grounding, which is it says to write down, but in your heart, I want you to just think, as we were centering in our bodies, 5 things that you can see right now. So if you haven't done it yet, you can open your eyes and just think in your mind 5 things that you can see. Maybe it's a color, shape, words. And if you can't see, I don't want visually impaired people to feel excluded. Maybe think of some things in the past. Perhaps if you've been, if you had vision, or just imagine 5 things. All right, now that you have those 5 things, I want you to think of 4 things that you can hear. And obviously, if you can't hear, just imagine. Is it the sound of the birds? Is it my voice? Is it the sound of your hands rubbing together, or pants, your air conditioning or heater? Can you hear the wind and the trees blowing? Can you hear your stomach gargling? Your chair, squeaking. So thinking of 4 things that you can hear. Let's think of 3 things that you can feel. Maybe it's your hands touching each other, the fabric of your scarf or shirt, your pants, something that you can feel. Maybe it's your hair, the texture of your skin. And let's think of 2 things that you can smell. And if you can't smell anything that's different, maybe it's the smell of the earth. I forget the word. There's a word actually that you can smell, that musk of soil that's wet. Oh, it starts with an F, I believe. Um, or is it the smell of something in the kitchen or scent that you have, flowers, or the lack of scent? Or perhaps you don't have the sense of smell. So just imagine and think of one thing that you can taste. I can think of 100 things, but think of one thing you can taste. Maybe it's something salty, something sweet, bitter, tart, the combination of all of them. Let me know what that is if there is such a thing. And then just getting more into our present into our bodies. So this is a nice tactile, sensual way of getting into this present moment, out of our minds, our busyness, our worries, our doubts, getting into this present moment. And let's check in with our bodies, doing a nice quick body scan as we move into the lymphatic parent technique, which is starting with the top of the head, checking any sensations that we might have, softening the muscles, our jaws, our ears, our neck, our tongue, softening our throat, our neck, our shoulders, our elbows, our wrists, and our fingers. Softening and allowing. And let's go further down our body, or from our upper back to our mid back, lower back, pelvis, to our hips, our thighs, knees, ankles, and feet. I told you it's a quick scan. So it's a quick scan, knowing that we're getting short on time. And let's release anything that felt heavy or painful from our bodies and let it go through the soles of our feet, letting it get recycled into the earth. And let the earth divinely refresh it, that energy, transforming it into other places that could be useful. Feeling a little bit lighter, energetically wise, a little bit happier, knowing that we have that connection with the divine, that we are a child of love, child of God, a child of joy. And we can come back here at any time, trying to remember the senses. So think of 5 things you can see, 4 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can feel, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. Or just doing a nice body scan. That's a beautiful way to check in with our momentee also, with the divine. And as we slowly come out of this meditation and we go into the parent technique, we're going to just gently put our fingers in between our nose. And by gentle, I mean like an ant crawling on your body. So gentle, like that, right? It's just like an ant or a bug crawling on you, which if that grosses you out, a feather on your body, just gentle, gentle touch. So we gently put this here, and you could gently push upward or downward, just very gentle. And we'll take 6 deep breaths because that equals to be about a minute. So we're going to take a nice slow breath, filling up our lower back if you can, and then a nice exhale. Doing that again. And a slow exhale. Doing that for the 3rd time. Keeping that gentle pressure there. And then slowly exhale. Fourth time. And exhaling. Let's do that 2 more times. And a slow exhale. And one more time. I like to imagine like I'm breathing out a straw, like I have to be slow. So a nice inhale and a slow exhale, like you're breathing out a straw. Then we can let that go. I noticed my exhale was a lot much longer when I imagine a straw. All right, so let's gently go down the face. And like I said, it's so gentle, it shouldn't hurt. We do that 5 times, leading it to the clavicle on each side as we go down the front. You know, we go to the side, going over the ears to the clavicle. 5 swipes. And this is a technique developed by Perrin. I forget his first name. Written a lot of books, very popular from England. And let's do that one more time. Now we're going to go behind the head and around the neck and to the clavicle. So scooping around and leading to the clavicle. Good time to brush your hair or mess up your hair, however you like to think about it. And just gently going around, and it should be soft. And one more time. All right, let's go behind the ear, leading to the same clavicle side. And this is a technique I learned from occupational therapist, and it's been very helpful for people with long haul COVID, people with chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, or just anybody who wants to feel better. But you want to go very slow and gentle. If you kind of crash and burn after doing this, you want to go lighter. And it's natural. Let's go to the other side. It's so natural to go harder. Um, I'm guilty of that too. So the challenge is to go lighter. It's kind of like in my Tai Chi and Qigong practice. It's very natural to go harder. The goal is to go lighter. And that's why it's a great deal of practice. And that's what Qigong means. Gong means something of great deal of practice. All right, now we're going to go with the chest. So we're going to go around the side. So if you're a woman, go kind of underneath best you can or far you can reach, leading it to the clavicle. And one more time. Now we're going to go over the chest. So under and over. And you can drop your arm. I mean, you don't have to lift your arm. I just feel like it's easier for the last one, or the first one we did. And now we're going to go on the sternum, the same side that you were just doing in it. Just tracing it like low, lower and going upward to the clavicle. And one more time. Same thing on the other side, going around. And like I said, you don't have to have your arm up. You can go this way, same side clavicle. The clavicle area is a good drainage point. Now we go under and over. And it doesn't matter if you want to use the back of your hand, you can, or the front of your hand. It's just gentle, quick pressure. And then that sternum 5 times up. And I'm sorry if you haven't been here and I didn't warn you. If you have a scarf or a towel or a jacket or any type of fabric, grab that. And if you don't have it, just pretend, I guess, for now. We're going to take this scarf, bring your arm around, and do 5 gentle upstroke motions between the shoulder blades, the trapezoids there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do the last one, gently leading it to the clavicle. I do have one for the face, but we're out of time. And I want to just give a debrief of anybody to check in out after this recording has stopped. So I want to save that for another time, another day. We're going to meet again on May 5th, and then we'll take a skip week after that on May 12th. But I'm so glad that you came here. You're watching the recording. Please share this with others, like, subscribe. and join me in person sometime. So I want to end the recording, and then the people can share some feedback in the discussion if they'd like. So stop recording.